Hi, this is author-philosopher Ronald Lee Springer from EthicsUnderground.com with a continuation of the reading of Moral Armor, Chapter 4, Part 34. Geez, it's a long chapter, I know, but we're almost done. Today's subject, Intransigence. There is no greater power for a man or a group of men than moral certainty. Intransigence is the point of full permeation of one's premises with one's person, the arrival and greeting of the full and final identity of oneself. You can feel its warmth pour over, coating, glimmering, and protecting you, refining your own immaculate beauty, restoring serene pleasure and calm. Having lived the bounty linked to seamless concepts, our conviction stands behind their undeniable logic, and they become a part of us. This is the completion of the biological armor we've been building upon the inner structure given us by nature. In this phase, you'll reach the calm of a man who has made a final judgment about the origin of all validation, his own mind. He sees the world through his own eyes, makes up his own mind, doesn't cower and doesn't pretend. He stands openly and faces his world with a self-chosen view, unswayed by primitive influences, not requiring others to join or to confirm the validation. This is invulnerable sovereignty. He knows what he feels. He looks right at it. He looks at the players and their motives, including his own, and he chooses the pathways to life, to growth, to the highest inner peace possible. He is independent, in love with all that is within his power, with the world and with the greatness he can reach. Indeed, our self-image determines our tolerance for evil. The clearer you see the truth, the less you'll budge from it. You'll come to the point where no stimulus, positive or negative, can cause you to suspend or drop any element of your process of cognition, or to live in defiance of your sound understandings. When no oppressive power, inside or outside, is allowed to interrupt your flow, your abstract structure takes solid shape and begins to support you in turn. You start to recover the capacity for action without hesitation. To combine a peaceful inner calm with motive-driven energy is a stunning phenomenon, a feeling of so potent a power for living that you know this is the true emotional goal of morality and one of the greatest rewards of life. Having lost the capacity for doubt, standing tall becomes effortless, and no evil can slow your pace without getting itself run over. At some point, we get comfortable with the clashes necessary to achieve this. We know the only straight road to our goals is the one in our minds. Traversing this world requires a moral 4x4, where one comes to expect much experience off-road. You have to fight through the brush, absorb the shocks, and keep moving. The most powerful men in history were fighters. They felt alive in their peace. You want to be seen? You want to be seen? Here he is. This is the little guy making all this noise. What are you making all this noise for, huh? Okay, let me finish. They felt alive in their peace and equally alive while stirring it up. I fight for what is right, but that doesn't hide that I feel at home in the heat of battle, a competency acquired like any other. Just domination is in my blood. You don't have to go the way I have, figuratively speaking. The point of the arrow simply must be the hardest. You can find a calmer, more serene medium along the same path, but if the opposition knows that you are going to fight, they will likely seek an easier victim. It is better to be prepared for all one is likely to encounter. A moral warrior is someone who reaches intransigence. Through experience, he has developed such a comfort with the most difficult, most mature truths that he lives holding them before his mind in a place of the highest honor. He sees to the wall with so tried and true a conviction that he will die for them, but never surrender them. He is a rock. A spirit need not be delicate. It can ultimately be invulnerable, but there is no hardening of what by nature must remain fluid. No level of intimacy is lost, nor ever need be, quite the contrary. With the worship of truth, all levels are enhanced. Concepts normally associated to fantasy do have mortal equivalents. The concept of invulnerability applies to intransigence. The concept of invincibility applies to spirit, and the concept of immortality applies to integrity. It is the state of being where we've gained the tools one would wish to gain if we were to contemplate living forever. Nothing will ever again hamper your independent judgment or skew your ability to see clearly what is right and wrong. Your moral strength will convey to others that challenging precedent is okay, and the impetus for the reversal of corruption will have begun. Those around you will adapt to the proper ranges of cognition, and this virtue will begin spreading in ever-widening circles. Regaining control over your own destiny and taking the moral power back is the ultimate joy of intransigence. Well, that's all for now. Next up is the Fountain of Youth. Click subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you'd like to help wipe out moral confusion fast with nature's moral armor and make the world a better place. If you'd like to go on to the next level, you'll find Moral Armor's Patreon link in the show notes. Your support is most appreciated. Thanks for watching. See you next time.